Hey everybody, this is Brett, and I just wrote a post that I like to read to you, and I think it's really worth thinking about because there are so many people out there that don't have their own brains. And we all know what a brain looks like, right? Like the thumbnail of this video has a picture of a brain, and it goes like in all directions, kind of like intestines. And I don't know for sure that that's what a brain looks like because I've never dissected anyone. But in any case, let's talk about owning your very own brain, because when we grow up, we tend to think that everything that our parents tells us is true. And sometimes our parents tell us truthful things, sometimes not. And some parents are really truthful and some are really sucky. And so it's good to know if your parents are very you may love your parents and you may appreciate your parents because they worked hard for you and stuff, but your parents may not have been that smart. And that may be difficult for people to admit, but they may have been very biased because maybe your parents just believed everything that their parents told them, and it just went down the line and nobody ever broke tradition. And so eventually, though, if something is really screwy in their heads, if something becomes outdated and it's no longer valuable, somebody has to step up to the plate and say, hey, that's not worth anything anymore. And so let me go to the post, and it's entitled, "There's nothing like a person that owns their very own brain." It's comedic, but it's truthful because a lot of people just don't. They just do what everyone else tells them. Okay, so they don't just believe everything their parents told them. They don't just subscribe to things the media or the government tells them. Now, bear in mind, a lot of things that your parents told you are good, and a lot of things that the government or the media tells you are good. But I wouldn't believe all of them. Okay, so that's what I mean about having your very own brain. Your brain has the ability to decipher what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. It's amazing. Somebody with a really good brain that functions well, they don't just agree. And also, I'm going to go into what I was just thinking in a minute here. They don't buy into everything that any specific book tells them. Okay, there are people out there, a whole lot of people, that their parents told them that some book, everything in it was true. And I don't believe that. I do not buy into everything in any one book or from any one person, nothing. Okay, so if you think for yourself, you can decipher what's acceptable from a book or a person and what's not. They don't just follow some cult-like leader either. There are people out there, as recently demonstrated, that will just jump on board with somebody's boat, somebody's cart, somebody's theology, whatever, and they'll believe everything that person says, even if it's total BS. They'll buy into it. You got to have your own brain. I'm telling you, you got to have your own brain. Hey, Tracy, 9 people are watching me. How come you guys haven't given me any thumbs up? Look at that. There's not one thumbs up yet. Okay, let's go back. Their brain sees, hears, and feels other people to know. Let me go back on that one. They don't just follow some cult-like leader either. Yes, they are a good judge of character too. Their brain sees, hears, and feels other people to know what their true nature and intentions are. They actually have a good judge of character. Look at the face. Look at the face of a person to determine whether they're telling you the truth or not. Are they looking away like that because they're afraid to look you in the eye and tell you the truth? Those people aren't very truthful. Are they like stuttering and they're like, well, yeah, like that? That's a sign. Are they like, look at their eyes, and you can tell whether or not they're really truthful or not. You can tell whether they're comedic. But in any case, you have to be a good judge of character to know if someone is a cult leader or not. And it's not just from their face and stuff, because some of them can be really good actors. But some of them, they're just saying things out there, you know what. And you should be able to judge whether it's coming out their anal canals or not. And so they don't just do what their friends do in an effort to be one of the group. See, some people are afraid to be alone. Do I look like I'm afraid to be alone? I'm not. I would rather be alone than just buy into a group. And that's how it was like back in high school. I was just, I had a few friends and that was it. Because I didn't want to be a jock. I didn't want to be like a stoner. Remember all the groups? So they don't need a religion to tell them what spirituality is. Okay? Most people out there need a religion to tell them what spirituality is. And I'm not one of those. And I hope that you're not too. They don't need a priest or a bishop to tell them how to be righteous. Okay? They just live it. They just live the way they think that they should be living, that other people that creates equality and neutrality, provides something of quality to the world. They actually just do something that is righteous for a living and like in their lives, the way they live, etc. They don't need a gun to protect themselves because they already know that creation has their back. Just one of many examples of things that people do that have their very own brains, because your brain can be so valuable. It can do just about anything for you. But you've got to have heart, and you've got to have intuition, and you've got to have guts. You got to have a lot of different things. But it's really important to have your very own brain. And let's see if anybody else is out there. Tracy, Taylor, most people are scarecrows. Yeah, no, you don't. I know, no, you don't. Greece in the UK. Hi, BS. Hey, you guys, so check it out. Brett's Natural Health has a bunch of small like add-on items. Now, you don't just have to buy something expensive on my website and then buy some of the smaller add-on items. It's like a tongue twister. You could just buy a few of the add-on items. What I've done is I've added some small, inexpensive items to my site to make it convenient for people and affordable for people to buy these really important items. And I figure that some people might want to buy some of the other items so that I could actually make a living and pay my bills. But you should check them out. I'll show them a few of them to you right now. So I now have in stock Bernard Jensen skin brushes, and they've improved the handle. Here's the brush. And the handle slides right in there like that. Okay? And they're only $10. Okay, so that's what it cost me. It cost me $10 for these, and I'm selling them for $10 in an effort just to get people to come to my site and to get these brushes. And so, yeah, you should consider those. and I use this every single day. I use these to brush my back, to itch it, whenever your body is itchy anywhere. Whenever your body is itchy, it's telling you, it's like a little no-brainer, that it wants to be scratched. And you just sit there and brush the shit out of that skin really, really good. And it takes time and effort. But these are the best skin brushes. And these brushes are not like pussy brushes, okay? These are aggressive brushes. It like hurts. It hurts a little bit, but it's good. You'll be like, oh, that's good. No pain, no gain. This is a Bernard Jensen facial brush, okay? I'm selling these for the same price that I bought them, $10. And then, of course, this is the leather softball that is modified so that it doesn't have any seams on it. Look at that. That is the perfect butt massage tool. And I have a new category on brettsnaturalhealth.com called add-on items. You can find all of these under add-on items right on the top. And then, of course, my travel pillows. These travel pillows are only $10. They're nice little travel pillows. You could make a case for it if you wanted to. You can put it under your arm when you're sleeping like that. You can actually sleep on it. It's big enough to sleep on. See? So those are some of my add-on items. Today, I am just making pillows. I'm sitting here sewing. I am sewing and sewing and sewing. I am not trying to become like a celebrity. I am not trying to become famous. I'm not trying to make $1 million. All I do is I teach people the things that I've learned for good health, natural good health. And I try to get people to think for themselves instead of just buying into somebody else's BS. Today, I have made look at all those pillows. Okay, so that's just the inner pillow. And so how much do I make an hour when I'm making these pillows? Probably in the neighborhood of $15 to $20 an hour, depending on how fast I'm working, okay? So that you guys know, they're proposing a minimum wage of $15 an hour. So now you know how much I make when I'm sewing, $15, $20 an hour. If I haul ass, it depends on, like right now, these pillows are on sale for $52. They're regularly $60. I should leave them at $60 so that I can make a better wage. But right now they're at $52. And that will enable me to pay my bills. And that's it. I'll probably never be able to save up enough for my own land or house, nothing. I'll probably have to live in this apartment forever. Unless somebody comes along and actually like donates a big chunk of cash to me someday. That would be cool. But anyways, I want to thank you so much for joining me. Go to brettsnaturalhealth.com and buy some awesome products, because these are the things that I designed for myself because I knew that they were awesome. I mean, I knew that I could make something, devise something, invent something that's awesome, and I did. And a lot of the items took me a while. They look like the orthotics. I've spent 15 years nitpicking at those orthotics to get them perfect. And so right now, those are only $65 on sale, regularly $95. I actually make more per hour when I make my orthotics. I probably make $35 an hour or something like that, $30 an hour when I sell my orthotics. Go up the sale price. When they're on sale for $65, I'm making $30 an hour. Anyway, so I want to thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you're staying afloat like I am. And if you do something essential and not just like, things that people don't really need, then that will be the case. Thanks so much, everybody. Ah.